Hey guys and girls, welcome. So coming on live today, I want to talk a little bit about aligning to abundance. This can be abundance in the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. This could be abundance in abundance of fun times in a relationship. This could be abundance within money, whatever. Abundance is your natural state of being. Beyond these illusions, this perception of the lack consciousness, truly, there is a space where you are in alignment to abundance. You're in alignment to the abundant flow of, I don't know what's going on with the shirt here, but the abundant flow to source energy, divinity. God is abundant. There really is no word that is greater than when speaking about God. I mean, there's holy, there's love, etc. But abundant, is that what God is, right? So, you are to be made in the image of God. You are to be abundant. Abundant in nice things, whatever your heart's desire is, right? Everybody's abundance is different to them as well. So, there's a huge wave coming through. Today here, it's the 12th in Australia. So it is the Venus retrograde ending, which is all about love, is all about relationships. And then we move instantly into the Libra full moon, which is all about love, all about relationships, all about balancing out the natural cosmic law of your energetic bodies. All right. So one thing that Divine wanted me to touch on today was helping y'all align to your true heart's desires. And within those true heart's desires, because you're made in the image of God, you're going to want to attract abundance of something, right? Usually because of the ways of the world and the programming and the conditioning and just having to fucking buy things to eat, buy things to live, have a roof over your head. The first thing that your mechanism, which a lot of people will call it the ego, but it's truly your heart will align to, is money. Because you want that financial freedom. You want that freedom that comes with the abundance of money. And, you see these hippie sectors within the spiritual community, and it's let go of money. I was even being pummeled and fucking belittled the other day by a watchman who I blocked, because fuck him. In regards to stop doing it for money. And it's for starters, I can't do anything other than the divine will. I've tried to go get a job out in the ways of the world. I've tried to, buy into the ways of the world. However, God's very strong. I have a direct relationship and direct communication with God every day. And, God's pretty straight out. It says, you're doing your soul mission, whether you like it or not. You're going to express wisdom. I have, just on this new YouTube channel, mind you, the old YouTube channel, I had about 10,000 videos, all of free gifted awareness. I do weekly horoscope videos, weekly, daily energy updates like this for free. I take the time out to drive, which, these things cost money, to drive out, to express and gift back to the collective whole, not for anything in return, just simply for God, so that I'm in alignment with my soul mission. Because all things work and I attract, all things come when I'm doing my soul mission. If I'm against my soul mission, which I do believe this is for everyone. Everyone is a channeler. Everyone is God manifest. Everyone is divine. Everyone has that connection, and we all have a connection. We all have wisdom. We all have knowledge in different unique fractals, in different unique ways. However, you know, within the spiritual community, the Watchman was just like, you know, stop doing it for money. Like, it's just like, bro, for starters, I get a lot of shit. I get a lot of hate because I'm so, like, vocal, for one, throughout the years of how much money I make, because I want people to move into their soul purpose and realize that they can actually create abundance. They don't have to go work for someone else. You can be self-employed. You can create your abundance through your passion, what you like doing. I really like doing this. You know, so when I stated, like, God says, oh, you got to do your soul purpose whether you like it or not, there are times, you know, there has been resistances just due to the amount of shit that I get from humanity, ultimately. Like, and, you know, a lot of people have this perception that they can tell me what I should and shouldn't speak about. And God's always like, you know, don't listen to man, don't listen to the ways of the world. Just listen to me, follow me. And, you know, I'll show you the way. I'll show you the pathless path. So, and that you can then, you know, show others. If we're talking about, like, manifestation, law of attraction, one-on-one, that which you feel, that which you think, you truly are manifesting. So, you know, it is about removing these layers of ignorance and really moving into, okay, like, what do I believe right now the ability to attract, just say, like, $100,000, to see that $100,000 in my bank account tomorrow, and, like, you will feel the resistance to it. For some of you, you have that money in your bank, right? But just say it's like an extra, or, like, if you do have that money in your bank, like, just say $1 million. Like, what would it how would it feel to have $1 million in my bank account? And, like, that resistance that you have, you know, that is, like, how far vibrationally you are to it. So, you know, it's really about finding the path of least resistance to feeling like it's possible, if you will. And, like, that's just one finger pointing. You could say, like, abundance of joy. The reason I really want to focus on abundance of money is because money is coming through for the 144,000. God has shown me that we are to move open into reception, because the closer that you get to union, the closer you get to abundance in all areas of your life. And, you know, the first union that you will have is union with God. And then God will gift you your counterpart, your divine counterpart, whether you believe in twin flames, soulmates, this or that. Now, for some of you, you have these dreams, these, you know, subconscious dreams, these embedded dreams, and you really have forgotten about them just due to the lack of money. So, you know, just imagine you had $1 million in the bank. Where would you travel? You may actually have these embedded dreams that you've never even looked at, just due to you've never had the money to even dream or think about them. So God really wants you all to move into visualization. How would it feel if you had, we're going to up it to $1 million. $100,000, not good enough. I mean, there's some beings in the collective that are truly stuck in, like, this imbalance of a root chakra. And for starters, when I do this, again, the Watchman was, like, picking on me the other day because he's like, do you even know what that is? And it's like, bro, for starters, you just said there's no wrong or right, there's no fucking good or evil, and then you're picking on me for my hand movement. It's the Apura, I think the mudra, like, it's one of them that actually aligns to channeling. Like, I don't mean to do these things. Sometimes it's going to be this, it's going to be that, whatever. Okay, so just standing up for my truth. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, don't worry about them. Like, you know, just do your thing. And it's like, no, I'm going to call it out because it strengthens me and I'm sticking up for my soul. Like, I'm sticking up for my unique, like, essence and being. So yeah, just visualize, how would you think if you had $1 million? You'd be thinking different, okay? You'd be going to different shops, I can assure you of that. How would you feel? What type of smells would you smell? Because maybe you'd be buying a whole bunch of fucking scented candles that are worth $100 each. Like, you know, just really moving into the sensory experience. Like, what would you hear? Maybe you'd start listening to like classier music or something, like whatever. Like, again, even if I had $1 million in the bank, like, I don't think I'd really like change. I listen to all different types of music and, you know, I already aligned to like everything that I feel like I need in the moment. But again, God's really wanting us to like unveil and move deeper into our, the depths of our desires that we don't even know we have. Like, God knows our desires before we even do, right? What type of drinks would you have in the fridge? Maybe you'd have some like more expensive like drinks. Maybe you'd have this big elaborate crystallized fucking water fountain or something where you just drink like a fucking chaos. How he's got his like elixir of the fountain of youth, like water fountain. Like, maybe you'd have something like a little bit different. You have to start visualizing, you have to start imagining. It's your imagination station that's really going to help you align to these things because they are being gifted right about now. Libra is all about relationships. The first relationship is with God. The first thing that you say is God's name when you come out of the birth canal, you know. Yeah. You're saying Yahuwah, like, in every moment, guys. Or, yeah, what do they say? Like, it actually takes me a moment because I'm dyslexic to express it, but like, I'm choking on God's name. Choking on God's big name. Anywho, yeah. That's what they were saying. Like, I was watching this, like, little Asian man, and he's like, and I'm like, no one says, when they breathe out. It's also, yeah. Anywho. Yeah, we've gone through some paradigms to reach here. So yeah, just start visualizing, starting the imagination station tonight. Lie there in your bed. Imagine that, you know, you are on a grand king size bed. For some of you, you don't desire these things. And guys, like, again, whatever it is, you want to live in a tiny house, whatever. Just imagine that you are in the ultimate bed, the most optimum bed for your heart's desire. And, you know, just say, like, the breeze is coming in, you've got silk curtains. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, this is egoism, this is materialism, you know, let's live off the grid and go live in the dirt. Bro, the 144,000, you all are of royal blood, you don't want to live in on the dirt. Like, you literally, you're not made for that crap, okay? There's different collectives. There could be heaps of 144,000 groups, whatever. I'm just expanding it and even moving into, like, the manifestation of soul flames because, like, the amount of fucking resistance from you guys moving into union with your twins, like, you're just not looking at the right twin. You're just not looking at your twin. Because I can assure you, if you see your eternal body, check out the remembering the eternal you. Like, I really move you all into the remembrance, the unveiling of where you are here and now. Eternal life is here and now. And yes, that's what will happen when you pass over from this realm, whether you in life or death. There is no life or death anyway, it's duality. So, you know, the veils will drop eventually, whether it's in your lifetime or whether it's like when you're on your deathbed. Like, the veils will drop, guys. So Start visualizing, start imagining. Maybe you want to live near the beach and you can smell. Like, you got to get the whole sensory experience activated. I will be doing another guided meditation in regards to manifestation and really like bringing the moon and the sun into the singularity. This is somewhat of a Hindu manifestation tool. However, it has worked so powerful for me. So I really want to share it. I think I say that it's Hindu just because it comes from like this man that practices Sanskrit and possibly is Hindu himself. Like, I don't know. However, you know, bringing in the sun and the moon, not neglecting the night. I mean, the moon, really, they've coined it with Lilith. For starters, Lilith is not even in the Bible. For starters, Lucifer is not even in the Bible. Like, this has all been duality through the ignorance of man, okay? Because man believes that they're separate from God and there is a journey to get home. It's not a journey, you know, it's about an acceptance that you are already home, that you're exactly where you're meant to be. But just as a reflection, because, you know, I definitely go through some things and then you guys go through things. I was approved, gifted by Divine a new house. I won't be doing these recordings in my car anymore. I'll have my freaking studio back. I'm so grateful. And thank you everyone that's been booking into phone sessions, because like coming together, when the power of two or more come together and we're doing these clearings, we're doing these baptisms in spirit, even the booking in to the guided meditations that I'm doing for y'all. So you just say you want to book into a clearing. I am doing them through phone sessions, or I'm doing them through guided meditations, like personalized, recorded for you. I can do you a guided meditation to reunite with your twin flame, and like you really move through the unveiling and remembrance of. But again, I'm noticing there's so much fucking resistance in regards to the twin flame thing. So that's fine. You want to call it a soul flame? Go ahead, guys. You want to manifest your soul flame? It's still your divine counterpart. In truth, twin flames are still holding this construct of duality. So soul flame, you know, in one dimension, this is why I used to do the soul flame reads. I even started doing eternal flame reads. Like, you know, and it's the same fucking thing. Like, I've always been pointing you to you. I've always been pointing you to God, which is you. You know, you will move through many different waves, many different constructs, but you will move into this humbleness of reception of the I am presence. I mean, that we all know that from, you know, activation of the crown chakra. But again, there is the soul star chakra. I saw that in the twin flame reading that I did today. There is this soul flame, like chakra activation and unity, and that's when you really move deeply and integrated into your soul purpose. And now a lot of you, the reason you're just not in alignment with your divine counterpart, or even a divine counterpart, is because you're not in alignment with your soul purpose. You know, the reason that you're having money issues and stuff is because you're not in alignment with your soul purpose. Like, you know, when you move into alignment with your soul purpose, you will start, like, God is a generous God. God will reward you and gift you what you need within this 3D reality, within this matrix, which you do need money to survive. Like, it's an illusion. You don't actually need anything. You know, you don't even need to breathe. And then people are like, well, you'll die. Well, you don't need to live. Like, these are the things you don't actually need. It is an illusion that you need. You are eternal. However, we're here to experience. We're here to add to the fullness of our pleroma, here to reap in the harvest. And there never has been a harvest. This is the whole point. The whole script is written for the 144,000. It's written for the true covenant, written for the twin flames, written for the church, written for the way showers, the light workers, the black sheep, the goats, whatever. In truth, it's everyone. But yet you're going to go through these perceptions of constructs, perceptions of groups. Like, everybody experiences their own individual prophecy, and everyone is a prophet. Everyone is a prophesizer or a prophetess or whatever. Like, you go through these experiences, you know, the contrast is truly there for your expansion. It's there for you to expand deeper into you. and, you know, build this relationship with God. Like, whenever you've gone through any trial, trauma, or tribulation, you would have noticed that, you know, you've reached out for God, you've sung out for God, or, you know, you may have prayed, or, you know, something of the sort. Like, these things are really gifted, and I know they look like trials, traumas, and tribulations, but everything is gifted by God. Another thing, you know, that's going through the spiritual community is that, like, you've been doing it to you, or God's been doing it for you. There's no such thing as doo-doo. For starters, doo-doo is poo-poo, is shit. There's no such thing. Everything is for you, okay, guys? Everything is for you, for the expansion. That contrast is there for the expansion, which it's simply an illusion. It's simply a perspective that you are evolving or you are expanding. And, like, it really doesn't make sense, but yet it makes sense beyond the senses. Spirit doesn't change. Spirit doesn't evolve. The soul in perception evolves, because the soul, which is the true body, is what is going on the journey, right? Like, it is your vehicle. And, you know, it's so confusing for, like, man's mind, or, like, woman's mind, like, human mind. It's so confusing that there isn't a beginning or end. Like, that's all a linear process of time. I mean, guys, have ayahuasca. Go on an ayahuasca trip. Go have a fucking cone of DMT, and you'll be gifted this undefinable truth. But yet, like, when you come out of the trip, you're just like, oh my God, I knew everything, all the secrets of the universe, but, you know, I just can't explain it. Like, there's no words, because as soon as you go to define the undefinable, it's not undefinable anymore. So you really can't box God. You can't, like, explain it. I speak about this all the time, because I know a lot of people listen to me and they're like, fuck, she's confusing. You've really got to flow in spirit, listen without listening, hear without hearing, because you know without knowing. So, look, I hope this helped. It's all about visualization. I might link some, like, guided meditations for you all, but I will create my own, you know, personalized, unique version of it to really move you all into, like, manifestation of abundance, because that's truly where you guys are moving right now. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to head to the shop and go get some drinks. And it's also about, like, not being in lack consciousness. So, like, if you want to buy something and you're like, oh, I don't have the money for it, I'm not going to buy it. Instantly, you're cutting off the flow for abundance. You're in lack consciousness. If you buy something, you're like, I'm going to buy it, you know, but then you feel guilty about buying it. And you're like, oh, shit, like, worried about money. You're in lack consciousness, and you've literally cut yourself off from the flow. If you have a desire to buy something, you, like, God's literally like, here, I'm abundant, I will gift you tenfold. So if you buy something and you have the faith and trust, it's really about the faith and trust that it'll come back times 3, times 10, whatever the path of least resistance is for you. A lot of people are moving up to, like, times 10. You will be gifted that abundance back. So, you know, a lot of people that come, they're like, I don't have the funds, like, for a session. Because I'm a divine mirror and I speak from eternity, you know, I'm speaking about God all the time, I'm speaking about manifestation. Like, if you book in with a session with me and you don't fall into the lack consciousness, you're like, God is going to gift me, God is going to reward me for starters, when you're booking in and, like, buying into small businesses of other people speaking about the 144,000, we're meant to, as the 144,000, stop buying from the ways of the world and, like, gift into each other. You know, it really, you will see it come back. Like, you'll see it come back instantly. I've had a lot of people, and, like, I experienced this, you know, just say when I, like, book into sessions, or I go buy something from the spiritual shop or something, like, you know, that will be in alignment for my soul purpose. You know, if you're buying things that are in alignment with your soul purpose, which being healthy is in alignment with your soul purpose. So, you know, right now, going to buy some drinks, like, I'm trying to speak, like, in the pretense for, like, you guys, but then just from my personal experience, it's hard to change these dimensional states of awareness. But, you know, just say I'm stressed about money. Like right now I'm not, but just say I was, but I'm craving like the most expensive drink. You would go buy that most expensive drink and have faith and trust. It's about the faith and trust that God will reward you. Like this happens a lot of times. I go buy things from the spiritual shop or buy things that are in alignment with my soul purpose, and instantly someone will book a session with me. And, you know, it's just God's little wink through the universe saying, you know, that was the right choice. I nudged you to go buy that. And, you know, here's your gift type of thing. But yeah, so I was approved for the new house. New house, it's got ample rooms. It's got a bungalow out the back, fully self-contained freaking unit for my teenage son and his girlfriend. You know, he's doing a TAFE course, she's doing a beauty course, so that'll give them ample room. And, you know, they're 16 and 17. So like really being, I will add you in a moment, Chris, actually. I will have to head to the shop soon before it shuts, but I will add you in 1 sec. I just want to get this through. And, you know, then I'll have a couple of rooms to myself. Like, I'm giving Ivy the master room with her own walk-in wardrobe and everything. Like, it's so awesome. But, yeah, I won't be sitting in my car doing these fucking recordings anymore. I'll have my studio back. I'm moving back into this abundance. Like, God really did give us and then take us away. Like, if you all have witnessed the journey of when I was gifted the 777 house with the freaking Emilia oven, you know, it was my dream house. Like, I literally chucked it back in God's face. Like, I was on live, like, saying, like, I want to go to the eternal kingdom. Like, but I was missing the point. God's like, literally just bring down the eternal kingdom into the Garden of Eden here and now, Emily. Like, I've given you that space. But, you know, I was hanging out with Lucifer, this and that, and, like, carrying on like a pork chop. So, you know, definitely integrated said notions and, you know, moving beyond the duality of this construct of like light and dark, what have you. But I'm going to bring Chris in because he's definitely in alignment with this abundance. To be abundant. We're here to align to abundance. God is abundant. Would you not agree?
I'm in the car like you.
Pardon?
I'm in the car like you.
Yay, we're in the cars together.
We're in the car together.
We're in the cars
Oh, I better turn
together.
the car on. I don't want the engine. I got a house too, but I came out just to be in the car with you.
Oh, yay. This is awesome. But yeah, you definitely align to abundance. Like I was speaking about how people in the spiritual community, you know, they've got resistance to saying, let's go live off the grid and live in the dirt. It's like,
Emily,
I don't want to live in the
Emily,
dirt.
baby, you're in. You just gotta let me pay you now. But you gotta work. You gotta work with me here. You gotta work with me.
Well, once I get my studio set up, I will think
No,
about it. I
baby.
will.
No, 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 no. I'm putting you in the driver's seat of your destiny right now. $2,500 a month. That's my. But you have to do 4 shows with me. You have to do 4 shows with me a month.
That's fine.
$2,500 a month.
That is fine, but I'll believe it.
Okay,
I
I'll pay you
believe it
500.
before I
I'll
see
pay you
it.
250
So
for this one. I'll pay you 250 for this one. We stay on for, I don't know, 45 minutes. We talk shit. I got to go into this house. I got to go check it out. I got to see what I'm getting into. And then I talk about how I'm making all this money. And then I give you some of it too.
good. It sounds great. It sounds like
Yeah,
we're mirroring each other. We're in alignment. But I'm gonna head to the shop before it
hey, yes.
shuts.
Baby doll, what I'm doing is I'm telling everybody, congratulations, you made it. You're breathing. Now it's time to let go of your shame. Time to absolve yourself. There's nothing more egregious than the sins of your fathers for not giving you a planet in better condition than when you got it.
Yeah,
Because
true.
that was the golden rule. Leave things in better condition than when you got them and
Yeah,
give them in better conditions when you passed them on and they didn't do that. So don't hit yourself. Don't beat yourself up. It's time to move on and go to 5D now. And I have the money and I can prove it.
very good. Well, let's prove it, baby.
I love you. Don't you love that? You like that energy, right?
Yeah, I
Very,
do. I can
it's
feel it. It's
very
just on.
sophisticated, masculine chic is what I'm going
Yes, we
for.
like sophisticated. That's what I was just speaking about. Like, buy the classy drinks, move into that abundant
Ooh, buy the
vibration.
classy rings.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
classy rings, speedy
Emily, wait till
rings.
you see what I look like when I'm all like shimmied up and shit. Like, girl, dude, they're angeling me the fuck up. Look at this one. They're blinging me, dude. They're blinging me, baby. I'm getting gifts from everybody. They're inviting me in,
Yay.
and when they don't invite me, I shake the dust behind me like a dog. I
Yeah.
I said,
You
lay off the
dust the
red
feet off.
carpets. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm back
Yeah.
again.
Yay.
And this
I love
time,
the
I'm not
energy.
only the baby boy, but I'm a massacrist too. Because if you're fucking with my planet, you're fucking with my crew, you're hurting my turf, I'm coming the fuck after you. I'm the Quantum W, and I'm Quantum Supreme. And don't fuck with my girls, and don't fuck with my family, and don't fuck with my crew. And even my goddesses have eyes behind their backs now, because I can see behind them too.
How'd that feel?
Righteous.
I love you
Hey,
so much, Chris. Thank you for hopping on. I'm gonna
don't
head
call
off
me
and go
that no
get these
more.
drinks.
Hey. I am what I am, and I am who I am, and there's no better person than me to be who I am right now. There's one thing that this planet needs. It's one that gives two fucks or more about them, and it ain't no government, it ain't no books that you read that say they're lively more than I am right now, because the living word of God is coming through me, because I am Christ that I am, and I'm here when you need me now most, because your fucking planet is on fire, and it's your government's doing it to you, not me,
Yeah. All right, Chris. I'm
and
gonna
not
let you
my
go.
cake either.
That's good. That's good. Holy Spirit, Holy Fire. You're baptizing them. I think like a lot of people appreciate seeing a masculine in the I
Thank
am
you.
presence like that. We will speak soon. I love you.
Oh, and baby, discounted for like 45 minutes. Send me what I can send you, where you want me to send it to. It doesn't matter. I'll
I'll
send you
send
250. That'll be for this 15 minutes and then of our next episode. But we got to get this schedule done within the next hour or
in
something
two
before I go to
in
bed
two
because,
weeks. I'll have my own studio all set up and
baby, we're
everything.
doing live shit. I'm on the road.
All
I'm
right,
here
we're
to have
doing it
whole
anyway.
audiences now.
Fine, fine,
Emily,
fine.
Emily, yes. In 1 week, I'll fly you to where I'm at. But you have to prove to me that you can stick to a little bit of a schedule and work with me. Because I'm
Oh
not
my
going to fly
god.
you out here and then we don't get along and shit. Because I know you
All
and I have
right,
pissing contests over shit.
all right,
I'm
Chris. I've got to
serious.
go. I've got to go
I'm
feed
going
the
to let it
children.
drip. I'm going to let it drip, you know?
All right, let it drip.
You drip it.
Bye. I love you so much, Chris. Thank you for joining. Much love.